Hey delegates of the UNFCCC or the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. I'm sure you all are going to have a wonderful time at Backwaters 2015 as a part of the Model United Nations Conference. I am Ananch Prasad, founder and managing director of MUNWorld India. MUNWorld India is of course associated with the MUN, and we are very happy to be helping out with the entire process this year as well. It is the second year. Last year the MUN was a raging success and a roaring success thanks to a lot of qualitative and comprehensive discussion that took place, and once again the focus for IMK MUN is going to be on substantive discussion. Now the reason due to which I am sharing this short video with all of you is so that you get an insight into how you should participate and what you should do as far as research is concerned before you come and join the committee of the UNFCCC on 30th and 31st October 2015. Now, it is very important to understand that this entire topic deals with climate change, as you know, but it is very important to understand that your foreign policy plays a more major role than in most of the other committees. There is no country that probably is against the fact that global temperature rise needs to be controlled, but the methods that need to be utilized for this, well, most countries really differ on it. You can consider probably two different blocks of countries. Countries like China and India and United States of America form one, and it's funny because China and US are probably on the same side in this matter, because the fact is that they together, some of these countries together contribute over 50% of the total carbon emissions in the world, while this is about a handful of 5 or 6 countries, while the rest of 187 recognized member nations contribute to probably less than 50%. So 6 countries are responsible the most for carbon emissions. So these countries have differing stances, though they have made various commitments. None of these commitments are legally binding as far as reducing carbon emissions are concerned, and this is starting to play a very major role as far as climate change and the environment in the world as a whole is concerned. So now various steps need to be taken for this. You need to understand that what you all are actually is the conference of parties. The Conference of Parties is the set of member nations that were responsible and are responsible and part of the United Nations Convention or Framework Convention on Climate Change. So you all are going to actually be simulating a COP and are going to be discussing various issues related to climate change. Now, if you really want to participate well, the study guide is going to give you a good amount of insight on the topic. Beyond this, there is also an MUN procedural video which has been uploaded. Please go through the MUN procedure so that you don't have any doubts. And of course, beyond both these aspects, what is very important for you guys to understand is that the UNFCCC is not the only convention. There are various other conventions, there are various other agreements which have been signed. Two of the most important ones are the Kyoto Protocol and the Cancun agreements. Okay, there was also the Rio Plus 20 summit in 2014. There was a summit which took place in Peru, and on an annual basis there are summits which take place where all the world leaders meet and they make various commitments or they review the progress that has taken place as far as climate change is concerned. Okay, now when you're discussing this issue, apart from what are the kinds of commitments that countries need to make in order to reduce their carbon emissions, another very important aspect that you need to consider is what are the different causes for carbon emissions. Yes, there are automobiles, there are various other aspects of global consumerism. All of these play a major role as far as carbon emissions are concerned. How can these be tackled? Think of alternative sources, think of alternative fuels and various other things which reduce carbon emissions. You should look at that aspect as one aspect of discussion. Second aspect is probably reviewing the contents of some of the protocols and agreements, because even though they might seem very great, they are quite idealistic. It is very important to get the major countries, the major carbon emitter countries on the same page as the other countries that are not very major carbon emitters, and there has to be either something uniform or a different set of rules that controls or governs all of them. And more important than anything else, you need to understand is that protocols basically show the will of the world as a whole or the will of a set of countries, but they're not legally binding. So coming up with something that is legally binding and results in the imposition of fines and sanctions might probably help and ensure that countries are more serious about this. In recent times, many of these countries like India have made various commitments, but fulfilling them might be very difficult. As a part of the Millennium Development Goals, preventing global temperature rise and climate change is also a very major issue. So I suggest break down the issue into various smaller issues of this sort, discuss all of them, and probably try and come up with a new convention or a new agreement which will help in solving the entire agenda in a better manner. Beyond this, I guess I have nothing to say. The topic is very clear. Figure out what your country's stance is as far as carbon emissions and climate change is concerned and stick to it. I wish all the delegates who are going to be a part of the Conference of Parties or the UNFCCC a wonderful time and the best of luck. I'm sure you all will do great, and we hope that it is a fulfilling experience for all of you, that is participating in the Model United Nations Conference at Backwaters 2015.